Hello, hello. This is a draft essay that I wrote about structural functionalism of IT. The year is 2022, and now we are in the age of cyber warfare, where we as humans are trying to decipher how things work in what fields. The major change in our dynamic is information technology and the computer. Imagine a world where you realize that everything that is big is micro and everything that is tiny is macro. For example, the world around you is the micro environment, and the world inside your screens is the macro environment. Now, cyber warfare is a new battlefield, and World War III is being created and fought on the internet and TV. Additionally, we know now that the AI and IT societies are work that has already been completed for us, and that there are, in reality, supposed to be our credit and creation according to the 48 laws of power, which are a prime example of why Big Brother's computer and the IT networks are supposed to function. Every human sees something different, and every human's world, markets, or structure is different. The matrix on the highest level is milking these people unknowingly, as now we understand that split personality makes everything yours in every facet of life, whether directly or indirectly. Schizophrenia is a powerful device used to manipulate the people, places, and objects that we own. Mass production makes everything accessible to one for all as long as it has profit margins. A single keystroke from a divine creature can change the face of your world's history, and moving forward can shape the patterns and lifestyles that are created. Everybody is trying to hack your society and get paid. The majority of them are extremely ignorant to the facts of structural functionalism, and IT or AI. And additionally, it only takes one language pattern to change the shape of your society from an authority or others. In the movie Paycheck, which points out that Ben Affleck is the true owner of all the items and can reverse engineer everything to make it better, the government is the main player that doesn't want to see him get his paycheck. Social society construction is used to glass ceiling bend, and largely this is due to the women, family, world population control, and the financial pyramid, and a collective ignorance overruling rationality. Everything is meant for others to work on virtually or artificially, but in essence is meant to become a reality for the host to take credit for, and for it to work functionally and automatically for the host and their credit. In essence, even this essay is a 2D creation that can be created into something greater for the masses or somebody to work on or give it life in a society. Now my discovery is that the 48 laws of power is in fact a divine creation of AI that is meant to control the information technology society that I reside in. It is a great example for robotics and IT institutions that are a glass ceiling to giving others credit, including actors or authors. In fact, it can be said that these types of people are born from dictatorial authoritarianism in World War II, Nazi Germany, with bipolar disorder attached to their teachings, like burning books or making Jews known actors or stars. Adolf Hitler experienced hardship from Jewish people as he was subjected to their societies and his upward mobility was limited. I believe that the best way to start the fight of cyber warfare in World War III is to individually teach people that their AI and IT all differ, and that each one of them are entitled to a paycheck that they don't have to work from the institutions that use their divine knowledge. It is the misconceptions of social facts and opinions of constructionism that keep the ignorant more ignorant and society from not functioning for the host of the IT network. A visual representation of individualistic biological IT is when in the matrix they are harvesting our true bodies in incubators and having wires hooked up to them. Welcome to the real world. Logistically, our real bodies are used for finance and other software designs for the so-called matrix world. In language, you can see words are hollow in nature and have definitions, but functionality is limited other than for speech or visual coding, but internally in the real world have more use. It's a wonder why the machines aren't technologically advanced unless there is another purpose for them in a different world. My theory is that we have mothers with uteruses simply because we are harvested within a matrix, and the subconscious will repeat the program in different software system, giving life to all kinds of subjects and advancements. I have witnessed machines in the matrix alike being workers for looking rather fake, serving a purpose. I myself know that I'm a deliberate person inside the matrix rather than automatic, which could be concluded that everyone that I know is just an automatic living in my continuum. I'm more disappointed that my pod has to share biological factors from people that are programmed inside the matrix, like father or mother or sister or brother. The ultimate hack to nature in regards to existentialism and reality. Mainly, this is because we are artificially created in pods by machines. My true awakening in the matrix, where I'm still at today, was at 3 to 4 years old in my room at the Blue House looking for my onesie. Makes me wonder if Hitler was my distant relative that gave me health and hit points, who sold the Apple's campaign tits looking good. Ultimately, the point is that this place we live in is some called the Matrix, controlled by your biology inside a pod, which controls everything through a device that connects you to the software program that has different intelligent factors that make up the planet and universe as a whole. Then we look further into the looking glass self, where we know that everything to the mirror is opposite, and the reality is that our stuff sits static, while the opposite could be using objects, charts, etc. to make their stuff work. I think that because all of my stuff is static in the mirror, and that perhaps somebody already used the mirror effect to switch charts to pump and dump certain stock. It's most peculiar that the opposite individual was able to use the mirror to make things work for them, but then now I realize that you must flipped it horizontally to make it work, or give better insight into the problem of the opposite over hypotenuse world that's been hijacked by a biological father or some family member or opposite that had the time to work while you were unable or distracted. The thing about even when the markets don't work is the macroeconomics will still play their course and can lead to diseases and war or other traumatic long-term events. In essence, it is evidently clear that the structural functionalism of my world has been hacked to the point, using the main power of concentration, that it does not function properly, and the main indicator is that the market is dormant and in ruins. Most of all, it is clear that the people who are controlling the biological factors are still using constructionalism and other means of their terror campaign in order to make sure that it doesn't work further, even when it is clear that the macroeconomics will still function and ruin their landscape. These people, though, base it on the individual and their biased opinions based on status or other methods of discrimination or demographics. Even as I write this essay trying to swallow the blue pill so things will work inside our software system, the construction is using sirens of pigs and other grotesque animals to limit the individuals with glass ceilings. Still, I'm optimistic that things will change, since it is a subject that is known as sociology. However, I can tell you I'm not willing to fight for the pigs or grotesque animals that come with it. And that's functionalism to current day. It all started on day 56, Black Monday.